Is OG Sukuna back? With the most recent Jujutsu Kaisen chapter, chapter 237, it opens up with Kashimo entering the battlefield. The panel switches immediately over to Urame arriving to the battlefield, but someone else arrives with her. And it's Hikari who challenged Urame and says he made a promise that he cannot let Urame live. And without a second to spare, Hikari opens his domain and Urame activates her ice formation. But then we immediately switch back to Kashimo asking Sukuna how did he interact with other people without knowing weakness, or how did he show affections or mercy. Was Sukuna replying that he doesn't know since he was an unwanted child. We then switch over once again to Hatake and Urame fighting, with Hatake's domains capturing Urame in it. But the boulder of ice continues to fall, with Kashimo noticing that something was delivered to Sukuna. It was the cursed weapon tool, Cursed Tool Kamotoke, which Orozo constructed in exchange for a vow of death. Sukuna immediately launches an electric attack at Kashimo with the weapon, but little does Sukuna know that Kashimo's cursed energy has made him resistant to electricity. Then he asks Sukuna the question, did you become the strongest, or were you born as the strongest? Sukuna then calls Kashimo an extravagant, saying even Gojo was the same, with Sukuna tapping his head with the weapon and tells Kashimo to fight him. And so it begins, Kashimo versus Sukuna. And immediately Kashimo tries to land a hit on Sukuna using his staff, but Sukuna managed to block it. Kashimo ends up moving back and activates his curse technique, Genju Kohasaku. After landing a punch on Sukuna's face, Kashimo loads a breath type attack and blasts it straight at Sukuna. The narrator explains that Kashimo's curse technique allows his body to make a blast of any kind of attack, which Kashimo can make from his cursed energy. Kashimo managed to land another punch, but the only downfall to his curse technique is once it ends, his body will break. But his curse technique enables him to enhance his agility, and the wave he blasts evaporates anything that gets touched. So in a sense, this is a double-edged sword for Kashimo. The narrator then explains that Sukuna has been planning to revive his original body without using reverse curse technique. But right when the chapter ends, we see Sukuna's original form, with the narrator saying the transformation of reincarnation has been restarted. And if I'm being completely honest, I have zero idea what they're trying to say right here. Since we are covering the rough translation, some of the words may be arranged or completely changed. So hopefully we get to see a full official translation soon. So if nothing made sense, then you know why now. But what an insane chapter Gege dropped. Who'd have ever guessed that Sukuna would have came back in his original form? I mean, we all knew it was going to happen sometime soon, but not this soon, especially when Gojo is gone. Does this mean that the people in Jujutsu Kaisen are completely screwed now? Now that OG Sukuna is back. Especially since in the golden era of Jujutsu, a bunch of sorcerers jumped Sukuna, and they all failed. So we assume that this can happen in this era, and we're all pretty much screwed. But we can only hope that either Gojo comes back to life and regenerates his bottom torso, or everyone that is left, especially Yuta and Itadori, team up and destroy Sukuna. That, or even Megumin waking up and fighting off Sukuna in his domain. But we can only hope and wait to see what happens in next week's chapter. And yes, sorry Gojo stands, he didn't make an appearance in this chapter. But what do you guys think of this chapter? I expected a bit of Gojo to be showing here and there, but it looks like they just straight up ignored him. Anyways, if you guys like to see more content like this and us cover other manga chapters or animes in general, let us know by leaving a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another video from us ever again. It also helps us a lot as well. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you on the next one.